word hello, welcome back to Star Trek Resurgence. This is episode 4. Last time we had all of our fears confirmed as the Takon started taking over some of the Hatari and Illidians as well, and so we know that, Miriam, no, that's not her name, Miranda, was in fact taken over as well, so Carter has to deal with that. They're stuck on board the Illidian ship, and we're continuing from there, trying to determine what exactly we can do about it and hopefully help the Illidians and Hatari reverse the process, if that's even possible. If not, then I don't know what we do. I guess we offer sanctuary to those that need sanctuary? I have no idea. But yeah, let's continue.
Tylus, you should be in sickbay.
I'll finish this.
I couldn't just lie there knowing the entire fate of Hotari hangs in the balance. How did it go?
It was pretty bad.
I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty rough.
Oh no. That's what I was afraid of. I heard a rumor that they'd made a deal, that the Illidians agreed to peace. After what we saw Sidron do to the diplomat in the mines, I could hardly believe there was hope, but then... Is that true?
They're all to con now.
I'm afraid the truth is far worse than that.
There's no deal.
No. They're all Takon now. The Hatari, the Illidians, everyone.
No. That can't be true.
I'm sorry.
Where will I go? I can't go back. I don't have a home anymore.
Well, we don't know that it's not lost, but...
Everything I've ever known is gone.
You're always safe aboard this ship. And you're welcome to stay as long as you need.
Thank you.
The Federation stands with the Hotari. You don't have to doubt it for a second.
Yellow alert.
Okay.
Commander.
Well, yellow alert is happening. Tylus, devastated to hear the disturbing news from Hatari, was devastated to hear, but took solace in Jara's words of reassurance. Okay. Whoop. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. I guess we're doing that again. I accidentally exited the menu. That was, well, I'm gonna choose the same choices, obviously. No.
Tylus, you should be in sick.
Tried to exit the menu and pressed escape because I'm used to that being the button to exit those sort of menus, and it just took me to the main menu. Not much I can do.
How did it go?
Can we? No. Well, it was rough.
Look exhausted.
Nope, we can't
I'm not
skip
gonna
this.
lie.
Okay.
It was pretty rough.
Oh no. That's what I was afraid of. I heard a rumor that they'd made a deal, that the Illidians agreed to peace. After what we saw Sidron do to the diplomat in the mines, I could hardly believe there was hope, but then... Is that true?
They're all to con.
I'm afraid the truth is far worse than that.
There's no deal.
No. They're all Takon now. The Hatari, the Illidians, everyone.
No. That can't be true.
I'm sorry.
Where will I go? I can't go back. I don't have a home anymore.
You can stay
You're
here
always
if you
safe
need
aboard
to.
this ship. And you're welcome to stay as long as you need.
I would say, hey, we'll get it back, but we don't know that that's actually a possibility. I think it's the most
Federation
likely
stands
thing,
with the Hotari. You don't have to doubt it for a second.
Yellow alert.
but I don't know for sure.
Commander Rydick, we need you on the bridge immediately.
Let's go. Or Tylus, I'm sorry.
Commander.
Good to have you back. You didn't opt for the ocular implants.
Maybe someday. The visor was the best the doc could do on short notice.
We've got an Elydian ship,
That's
the
so
Beskar,
cool.
rapidly bearing down on our position.
I'm sorry
Well,
you
what
had to
was
go
the
through
Beskar?
that, but
Now I'm not so sure.
Bring it up on the view screen.
600 kilometers in closing. Still coming straight for us. Commander?
this is bad.
Should we put our shields up? Just as a precautionary measure.
I'd like to avoid escalating this any more than we have to. Whatever the hell this is.
400 kilometers in closing.
Shields up. Ready phasers.
Shields up. Phasers ready. Incoming.
Lock phasers and open fire.
Heavy damage. But deflectors still at full power?
That bypassed our shields entirely.
That's impossible. God damn it, return fire. Everything we've got. Rydick, modulate the shield frequencies. See if we can get us any cover.
Okay, this is a bad situation.
Commander,
I got this. Just keep firing.
Modulate shield something or other.
Shields still have no effect.
That doesn't make sense.
I'll try another.
Invert shield polarity.
There!
We've got incoming. How do they keep matching our shield frequency?
They couldn't. Unless... They've compromised our shield algorithms. They can bypass our shields at will.
What?
Captain!
He's out cold.
I have to take command. Come on. Come on, Rydick. Step
Why'd they
up.
stop?
Damage report.
Running on emergency power. Major hull damage on decks 4 through 7. Warp core is stable and intact.
We're completely vulnerable.
Commander, we're being held by the Beskar. It's Galvin.
Yeah, that makes sense.
On screen.
Commander Rydick, where's your captain? Not dead, I hope. At least, not yet.
You're dealing with me. Is that a problem?
One inferior life form is as good as another. I have to give you credit, Commander. You survived longer than I thought you would. But make no mistake, your shields are useless, your weapons ineffective, and there's nothing you can do. I could destroy you at any moment. But I'd rather hear your pleas for mercy first. Your existence is entirely in my hands, and I'm not in a
I'm gonna try and convince him
It's
to.
entirely possible you could destroy us. But the truth is, we're worth more to you alive than dead. Better if we report back to Starfleet about the power of Taconian technology, and the futility of fighting it.
There might be value in that. I've been thinking about what you said, Commander. That the Federation would stop me no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Your performance in this encounter has not supported that claim.
That's because
The Veskar's weapons are powering up.
I was trying to buy some time. It didn't work. He is
But
bluffing.
On and on mere savages.
Yeah. I bought the bluff.
So I've decided to let you live. Because there's merit to the idea you're worth more to me alive. Tell your Federation that Takan are as merciful as they are powerful. That you were fortunate to escape with your lives.
This isn't over.
I assure you, we've only just begun.
Okay, so what happened there? We have Galvin was annoyed by Jara's refusal to recognize the power of the Takan when the Vesker had the Resolute at its mercy. What about everyone else? Refused to put the crew on the hull at risk. Okay, they all seem pretty good. Okay, yeah, it seems fine with everyone else right now. No one else got affected by that one.
Nothing. It's untraceable, just like before.
Notify Ambassador Spock. I want everyone in the briefing room to discuss our options.
What's the status of the repairs?
Hull breach should be patched up in a matter of hours. Impulse power is at 67%. Should be fully restored soon.
Still no luck tracking Galvin's warp signature. They've all but disappeared.
Keep trying. Finding that son of a bitch is the best shot we got.
Commander Rydick, you had the con after the ship was attacked. What is your assessment?
My assessment?
Given our current situation and the losses we have suffered.
We need more knowledge, really.
I think we don't know enough. We need more information.
In that case, we might have an option. Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. If anyone could find Galvin, it would be him.
That's assuming he's willing to help us.
True, but there's only one way to find out.
Wouldn't we need to secure authorization from the Federation Council to contact him?
The nearest Federation outpost is Angoria. I can travel there by shuttle and inform them personally of the threat from the Takan. Meanwhile, the Resolute can travel to the Delphi Ardu system in search of Portal 6-3.
I still have my doubts.
I do not. Captain William T. Riker has first-hand experience with the area and with Portal 6-3. His guidance will prove invaluable
Riker!
And should alleviate your concerns.
Delphi Ardu 4 is a restricted zone for good reason.
The Titan!
For all we know, we could be walking into a trap.
Assuming,
Not to mention the high
probably the
likelihood
Titan.
Portal 6-3's allegiance will be with the Takan. It's just too much of a risk. A waste of time. Time we can't afford to lose.
Right now, we have no way of knowing where those two Elydian ships are, or where they're going. Another Taconian might be able to at least point us in the right direction.
Or we're the ones pointing him right toward his fellow Takan, making the problem worse.
I am inclined to agree with Commander Rydick. Her logic is sound. This portal may have knowledge that proves to be invaluable, including information on the nature of the Cartabula. We must act on the facts at hand.
Okay, now the captain's opinion, as Spock's opinion as well, changed during that. Ambassador Spock valued Jara's realistic assessment of the situation after the Resolute was attacked by the Vesker. Captain Solano could see the reasoning behind Jara's rational approach to travelling to Delphi Ardu 4, despite his concerns they might be walking into a trap.
Then we'll give it our best.
I'll arrange a meeting with Captain Riker.
And I will speak with the Council. They need to understand the magnitude of the situation.
It's pretty...
I can leave for Andoria immediately. I wish you luck finding Portal 6-3. The very future of the Federation may rest in your hands.
Yep. That's not an understatement.
It takes a minimum of 8 crew on the bridge to run the ship, so we can expect at least that many hostiles.
Okay, I need to adjust the volume, because sound effects and music are very loud. No, I want to adjust this one. There we go. Bring them way down.
If they bioformed Hadri, they know we're coming.
Which means everyone needs to be ready for... Take cover!
Okay, now the music's too quiet. This really doesn't have great balancing for audio, does it? There we go. Let's try that.
Now what? We need that door sealed.
We can handle that. Where do you need us?
There's an access panel there. You should...
Okay, okay, I'm gonna try a little bit more. Let's try... Stop adjusting the wrong one. Let's try that.
Patch into the local system.
That's better.
We'll be shot getting there.
I'll cover you. On my signal.
Okay, I'm going.
Now.
Let's go.
Damn.
I got it. Okay, oh, I gotta keep that in the center again. This might be my least favorite one.
Looking for the bridge doors. Wait, what's this?
Got something?
Gravity. If I invert the artificial gravity inside the bridge, that'll throw anyone on the bridge
Yeah.
the ceiling.
Stop trying to talk it through and just do it.
Hey, Tosca, get ready to charge.
Charge?
Force some gravity polarity. Now!
Amazing.
Close in.
How do we get them down?
Just drop the gravity back to normal.
What are we gonna do with them?
We don't have time to take prisoners.
Well, we...
So you're just gonna shoot them?
What if we can...
I haven't decided yet.
That's not just up to you.
I'm the ranking officer.
And we're not in your army.
These prisoners could be useful to us. But if you kill them, we'll never know.
I can live with that.
Well, I can't.
You're an engineer, not a soldier. This is clearly my territory.
You think you have enemy combatants here? This is a hostage situation. Each one of them has an innocent life inside. I'll keep watch on them.
As will I. We can't let our guard down around the enemy.
That's
Petty
true.
Officer Diaz and I will figure out how to stop the ship.
But there might be a way to reverse the process, so
Could show up any minute.
killing them outright isn't really the best option.
They're all over this place.
Okay, so let's see. Use your tricorder to scan the Zeldi bridge. Okay. Well, let's investigate without the tricorder first, eh?
This console looks unaffected.
Well, you say that, but it's green.
Engines are redline, running at full power. But this main drive manifold is spiking way over nominal levels.
Very dangerous.
Even at 100% output, the warp cores wouldn't push this much plasma to the drive section.
That much reactor output would drive us past the theoretical top speed of this ship. So how fast are we actually going?
A good question. Can we, No, we can't... Okay, we can't change that. Okay, never mind. We can't change mode of the tricorder right now on that one. Okay, what about the captain's chair?
Where's the captain?
Captain Ostego did not survive the atmosphere poisoning.
That's not great.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He died defending the Empire. That's how he'd want it.
Okay. Can we scan the seat? No. Okay, let's move on. Let's check these things.
Huh.
Weapons, clearly.
Careful where you point that thing.
It's not active. I can't see any way this would work as a weapon. It's dead.
Out of ammo?
I'm not sure.
Let's scan it. Oh, we can't scan it. Okay, never mind. Here is...
Everything under control?
Yes. These Takan haven't made a move. Yet.
And what you're doing is working.
There's plenty more I can do. But it doesn't have to be that way. As long as they behave.
For both the sake of our people, but also the sake of your own people, I'm pretty happy you've spared them.
Any trouble?
Because
Don't worry about me.
if we can
Worry about
reverse
Stretch
this,
over
that's the
there.
best option.
Why?
He's looking for any excuse to vaporize the prisoners.
No, he's not.
But I'll make sure he doesn't. Even if they're the enemy, it's not right.
What?
I'm here if you need a hand.
Just
I
hurry
want
up
to
and
take
figure out
over
this
the
bridge.
galaxy.
That's the best way to help.
I don't know that it's not right. If they want to take over the galaxy, you know, stopping them at whatever the cost is kind of the intent. But if there's a way to reverse the process, then we go for that. But
gotta figure this out before we get wherever we're going. If the Resolute can't catch up to us, we're in a whole different kind of trouble.
this is a pretty cool bridge, though, really. Look at this. Like, it's got some Starfleet sort of style. It's got some very...
There are two interfaces on top of each other.
This is not Lydian programming.
No, it's probably Takon programming, right?
It's the Takon language.
From what I can tell, the ship's systems are actively responding to input.
Which is the opposite of how most bridges work. They usually send commands, not receive them.
It's from an intrusive program. This control station won't do us any good.
Okay. Can we change? No, we still can't change which scan mode we're in. Okay. Well, there's two things left. There's the main console there, and there's this one here. Let's try this one. Okay.
These crystals are Takon technology. They seem to be active.
Yep.
Just like the rest of their tech. Tetrametric pulses.
Tetrametric?
It's the energy signature of Takon technology. Everything they make gives off this type of radiation.
They're blocking the inputs. It's not responding at all.
Well, that's not surprising.
Everything I try, it just ignores me.
So how did the Takon use this tech?
It's beyond me. What have they done to this bridge?
Consoles running themselves, some clogged up with crystals that are sending off tetrametric
Wait, what
pulses.
about the middle one?
But none of this is sending signals outward. It's receiving.
They're flying the ship from somewhere else.
That should be impossible. But it explains why there's less than a full bridge crew. If they aren't flying the ship from the bridge, where are they controlling
Probably
it from?
the planet that we were on before, would be my guess. Well, let's first check out the middle console and then we'll interrogate them, right? That's the best plan.
Look here. It's navigational data.
We saw that already. Headed to the edge of the galaxy.
It's only a display. We couldn't use it to change course or alter speed.
Yeah.
We're gonna be there in less than an hour.
We can't let that happen.
Hold on, it would take days to go this distance with our fastest ship. We're traveling at a warp factor many times greater than this ship should even be capable of.
Right.
Even with the engines pushed as hard as they are, they wouldn't produce this speed.
Which means one of two things.
There's these crystals, or the power from the Cartabula. The Takon have found a way to increase the engine output and top speed. We have to find a way to hit the brakes before we outrun anyone who could help us.
Some sort of subspace slipstream.
So they can't get this ship where they're going and enact the next phase of their plan. That is, if they don't destroy us all first. I would have thought this ship would disintegrate going this speed. But somehow, that hasn't happened yet.
So what is their end game? They've transformed individuals, they've transformed this ship, in a way. How far will they go?
As far as we let them. Their technology certainly doesn't seem to have limits.
I hate to think what the Cartabula could do if it was plugged into something
Transwarp
meant to
conduits?
power.
No, it doesn't look like we're in transwarp
That's everything.
conduit.
We got some answers.
I don't like what they tell us, though.
If we can learn nothing else, then what's left is to make these Takon talk. And if they don't, we'll dispose of them.
Hey, that's not how we do this.
That is enough from you. I thought that thing was useless.
It was! No power! Until he touched it. The weapons must be biocoded.
Our technology will only work for one of our kind.
I can assure you, this weapon works just fine for me.
Slow down, Arminta.
can't control the ship with the disruptor.
But I can use it to control you.
I don't hate him doing that.
Let's talk.
Good cop, bad cop. Not a bad way to play that. Number 1.
The Titan's communications officer says Captain Riker will be ready in just a moment. You need to see this. The report on the data breach.
Damn. It's worse than I'd hoped. They didn't just compromise our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well. Meaning every ship is potentially vulnerable to attack, making this so much worse than it already was.
Given the potential consequences, we should notify Starfleet as soon as possible.
I don't disagree, but I'll reach out to Ambassador Spock about it. I don't want to cause a panic, and I doubt he does either.
I have Captain Riker for you.
Let's not mention any of this shield business to Riker.
Really?
But
You're insane. You're my captain, so I can't really go against
This
you.
is my first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
My pleasure.
Sir.
I wish we were all meeting under better circumstances.
So do I, although you and I have actually met before.
We have?
I was a young lieutenant on the Potemkin. You were first officer on the Tuckerman. I piloted you and our science officer in a shuttle to survey quantum resonance in the planetary rings of Residia 6.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
You know, he gave me some good advice that day about a very difficult job.
That's a weird set of dialogue.
Well, I'm not one to turn down some words of wisdom, sir.
And let me ask, as first officer on a starship, where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
The crew?
Oh, this old chestnut. I am curious to hear what she says, though.
Ultimately, my responsibility is to the crew at large.
The needs of the many.
Yes.
You have been hanging around Ambassador Spock. But the truth is, it's a trick question. Every situation is different, and there are no easy answers. And in some cases, it might not be any of those three. It could be the prime directive, or the mission.
Yes, so perhaps we should get to the matter at hand. When you were with the Enterprise, you encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3. The Enterprise was held captive in orbit until you were able to convince him to let the ship go.
All of which is detailed in the mission report.
What we want from you is what we can't get from the report. What can we use to get Portal 6-3 to help us?
I've often thought about that over the years. How a small difference in the encounter could have led to disaster. The most important thing is, don't let him push you around. He can appear as a man or as a godlike projection. He'll test you, but don't be overwhelmed by the pageantry and theatrics.
I'll stand up to him. You can trust in that.
Good, but that's just the first step. Portal is full of bluster and bravado, but he can be reasoned with.
Okay, we have Riker in this menu now? We do. Captain Riker was struck by Jara's confidence when discussing seeking help from Portal 6-3.
And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. You don't want him thinking you're acting out of fear.
But we are afraid of the Takan, and with good reason.
He's not the sort to suffer fools. And he'll lose interest if he feels his time is being wasted.
I suppose that's one thing we have in common.
Do you think he knows that the Takan have returned?
He didn't even know they were gone when we went there. But the moment the Enterprise dropped into orbit around Delphi Ardu 4, he downloaded the entirety of the ship's computer. So I'd expect the same when you get there.
What if he won't cooperate and we have to face these Takan ourselves?
Then we have a much bigger problem on our hands.
What I mean is, in the 16 years since you discovered this outpost, there has to have been research. Battle plans for what to do about the Takan if we encountered more of them. I need to know what they are.
If I had that answer, it would have been the first thing I told you.
We both know Command has had their share of hidden plans in the past.
Oh, dude.
Like Admiral Hansen and Captain Shelby's Special Projects Division at Starfleet Tactical, devising new ways to take on the Borg.
Trust me, this isn't some Starfleet conspiracy to keep you in the dark. But if you two don't think you're equipped to make contact, you need to tell me now. Because there is no silver bullet here. Now's not the time to hesitate. I need to know you're up to this.
Were you equipped to meet Portal 6-3 all those years ago?
I'm here, aren't I?
Yes, you are. And we have the benefit of your experience on our side.
Fair enough. There was a special task force that considered the Takan, and I was part of it. But because there were no other signs of the Empire, we determined the best course of action was to create a restricted zone around the Delphi-Ardu system. I have my concerns, but I'll clear the way with the brass for your travel into the restricted space. Just remember what I've told you.
Yep.
And it wouldn't hurt to read some Sun Tzu en route. Or Marcus Aurelius.
Anything else?
Thank you for your support, Captain Riker.
I wish I could be there myself. But my first officer would probably see to it that I stay on the bridge while they get all the excitement on the away mission. The burdens of command. Rest assured, the Federation is taking this threat very seriously. You won't be alone out there for too long.
Thank you, Captain Riker.
One more thing. Ambassador Spock said that Takan stole some data from your central computer. What's that all about?
We're still assessing the extent of the breach.
Dude, now is not the time.
That's it? Ambassador Spock suggested it was something more serious.
Yeah.
I'm asking.
One thing we know is that they stole Starfleet shield algorithms.
The shield algorithms? That could jeopardize every ship in the fleet.
We're still making sure our assessment is accurate. We don't want to raise alarms unnecessarily.
This is as real as it gets, Solano.
Yeah, dude,
I have to
you
talk
are a
to
terrible
so I
captain.
think this conversation has come to an end. I really do hope you get Portal 6-3 and find those Takan before this gets out of control.
I'm not hiding the fact that they stole the shield algorithms for the whole fleet. Oh, I'm worried about my command. Well, maybe be fucking honest with Starfleet and you wouldn't be held back repeatedly. Like, you know, Riker's there saying, hey, I was an ensign when you were a first officer. And you're going, my career could be over. Stop worrying about your bloody command and start doing the right thing. And maybe they would have promoted you to Admiral. You're a fucking terrible captain, dude. Okay, Captain Solano was enraged when Jaro told Captain Riker the shield algorithms had been stolen by the Takan and wished she had respected his desire to keep that information under wraps. Well, you're insane if you want to keep that under wraps. That is vital information. And was glad Jaro was honest and transparent about the shield algorithms being stolen.
Riker out.
I specifically said I wanted to keep this under wraps.
I
thought we had an understanding. Now all of Starfleet will hear about this.
Riker's ship is at risk. They all are. I can't believe you would want to keep that from him.
That's one more thing I'll have to answer for. Now I have to think about the damage control of it all. You're dismissed.
Fine. You should be dismissed too, as captain. You don't deserve this command. You are awful.
It's the automated Federation warning buoy. Transmitting the disable code Captain Riker provided.
That was unpleasant. Commander Ermont, what are the conditions of our systems?
All internal systems operational.
Commander Westbrook, what are your scans of the planet?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No sign of this outrageously powerful Takan being?
I'm running a magneton scan now, but so far, nothing.
Where are you? Prep your way, team.
Okay.
We don't know if Portal 6...
Me and the captain don't see eye to eye, but I'm gonna stay honest.
He's an enemy. So be ready for anything.
not for the timid.
Prove you're worth keeping alive for a little while longer.
I cannot stop this ship any more than you could stop the tides.
Not good enough.
The impotent threats of a lower life form do not sway me. I will not bend to you. I was born 600,000 years ago. But a new age dawns today.
Are you the scion of the flame?
My name is Zan Utlosa. I was born in the final days of the Age of Makto. And we are all scions of the flame. Every one of us who have traveled across the bridge of time to be here for the Great Awakening. We have all sworn ourselves to the cause.
Eventually, one of you will break.
You don't understand how overmatched you truly are. This craft was nothing before we imbued it with the speed required by our mission. And the Cartabula produces enough energy to drive an entire fleet of ships like this one.
There we go. We're getting answers.
We won't need a fleet.
The Aphelion?
Only then will you understand the might of the Takan Empire. Reborn in this time.
And when you wake the Aphelion, what are you going to do with it?
Anything we want.
Come on! This goes from bad to worse unless you do what they say.
Interesting.
It's coming alive.
He can't stop the ship.
Then he will. Or we cut off his hands and use them ourselves.
The moment I reduce speed or change our heading, the others will know. First, they'll just resume course from elsewhere. Trivial matter. And then, they will come here. For you, this is a dead end.
I don't know if he's telling the truth, but I don't like it. We need a new plan.
He's just trying to talk his way out of trouble. Why would you tell us all this?
I tell you because I value my own life. When my fellow scions come, and they will come, I expect you'll all act like the savages you are, and a battle will ensue. We've all died once.
Interesting.
I don't intend to do so again. I won't touch those controls. If you want to get us killed, do it yourselves.
You fear death.
Interesting.
There's a way to stop this ship for good, and he knows how. He just needs more pressure.
What kind of pressure?
We heard him. He'll talk. Trust me.
That's against Starfleet protocol.
He's not Starfleet.
You're not on a Starfleet ship. Your protocol does not apply. We take the action that will lead to our victory. Don't assume your moral code takes precedence above all others.
I am really split on this decision. Oh, fine, we'll do the Starfleet thing.
Not like this. There's got to be something we can work with here.
Okay. So, in regards to Carter, Major Aminta was disappointed when Carter refused to let him torture the Takan prisoner to get the information they needed. Ed Salar was relieved when Carter refused to go along with Major Aminta's plan to harm the Takan prisoner. Well, he's still one of us. And it's... Look, if we absolutely have to, we will. If there's another way around it, that's why I was sort of split on the decision.
What's this?
This display shows the location of the Takan on the ship. This is where the infiltrators are, the central artery of ship systems. Sensors, propulsion, weapons. Doesn't seem to be working here.
This is weird. This area here?
Power generation. The warp cores.
It's deserted. Going this fast, it would be too dangerous to force a warp collapse by cracking one of the propulsion coils. I could rupture the hull, end up damaging the Cartabula in the process.
And that risks tearing a hole in space.
We can't have that.
Engine status. Right. The warp cores are still practically redlined. However they've supercharged the Zeldi, it still relies on existing
Yeah, we need
systems.
to solve
They
this.
just amplify the output?
But the Takan have already interfaced with those systems. The controls will be no use. So we'd have to find a way to manually shut down the warp cores.
Might not be a manual shutdown as much as it'll be sabotage.
No one appears to be guarding it. I think I can get us there.
Okay.
Once we're in, do you really think you can cripple my ship? Not something I'd normally ask, but I'm coming around to it.
I got this. I'm an engineer. This is my territory.
Then we'll follow your lead.
This plan of yours has one problem. It strands us. Left out of the fight when there is a war going on.
Our fight is here, now. This is how we do the most good. For the Empire.
For the Empire.
So, Carter, you didn't beam out after all. I thought you'd escaped when we boarded. I had almost hoped you'd made it off.
No, you didn't.
And Nilly's there with you too, right? It's good you two are together. I know you're here, Carter. Your technology is so simple to us. You're not a fighter. I know it. You know it. That's why you're hiding. Somewhere on this ship. But the Takan Empire has so much to offer you. Think of all the knowledge lost for 500,000 years that you'd have access to. I know you want more from life, and I want to show you what you could be a part of. Not just the wonders you've already seen from us. In our time, we had the power to move stars. Carter, you have a thirst for discovery. And a part of you would remain to experience the things I can show you. But if you try to fight it...
In case you forgot, we were a part of something. I still am. The Federation may not be perfect, but it stands for ideals that your people clearly do not believe in.
We have our own ideals. And we have our own strength. Every one of us on this crusade has fought wars more brutal and consuming than you could fathom. But I want to reach a peaceful resolution to this. Carter, we have a plan for you. And for the others, too. We don't want to have to destroy you.
There's no compromise.
You think there's some sort of compromise to be had here? After all you've done? The only end of this is when you surrender.
After all we've done? You can't think we'd give up now. We can continue this conversation in person. I'll see you on the bridge very soon.
Our comm badges. She's tracking our location with them.
If we have to use force to free our fellow Scions, there will be casualties.
We can't stay here. And we need to disable the transmitters.
Where'd you go? You don't want to talk to me?
She's trying to keep you talking.
I mean, I get it. But I'm trying to help you.
Okay. I should have probably not responded at all then.
Got it.
Mine's done too.
Time to hit the road.
You've forgotten something. They know where we're going.
Set to stun. You're not going to shoot a guy who's unconscious, are you?
You keep getting in my way.
We've managed this far without doing it your way.
We are hardly in control of this situation.
You two forget you're on the same side? Come on! Now let's move it.
Dude, if you were an enlisted officer, you would get promoted after this, but you're not, and I don't know if there is any promotion to be had. It's a shame, because you are very good at taking command.
Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
Unlike Riker's team, we beamed down without a problem.
It's quiet.
Too quiet.
Portal has to know we're here.
If he won't come to us, we'll go to him. Spread out.
Okay, let's go. Let's see. This is like the first episode you ever meet the Ferengi in, right? Physically, I mean.
The report mentioned phaser
First
fire
time
being
they're shown.
redirected toward these strange crystals.
It also mentioned Portal calling down lightning bolts.
Better keep our guards up.
Okay, there's something to scan over there.
Anything unusual, Commander?
It's all unusual, to be honest. We've precious little data on this planet, so brief was Captain Riker's visit. Anything he didn't see himself is a total unknown.
We deal with unknowns all the time. Part of the job.
I'm accustomed to dealing with the unknown from my station on the bridge.
Fair enough.
If I recall right, Geordi LaForge transported in here, hanging upside down.
I guess we're lucky we were spared the indignity.
I don't remember that bit. I don't remember that much specifics.
These crystals are dormant.
Riker's report said they were glowing, that they served as energy collectors. It could be a good sign they're inactive.
Or a bad sign.
The Guardian of the Takan doesn't have his guard up.
Could be a good sign, could be a bad sign. We don't actually know, do we? Okay, nothing over there. Let's see what you have to say.
Doctor?
Commander, keeping an eye on those duridium levels? Good. Last thing we need are your cells destabilizing on a hostile alien planet.
It's pretty cool that there's that sort of thing to worry about.
Already gave it a scan. Dead. Whole planet feels like it's been turned to stone.
Okay. We might be... Yeah, this could not be a good situation then. I know you said, hey, they're not active. That seems like a good thing, but I'm starting to think not so much a good thing. So we could either cross that bridge, or we could go up this pathway. Let's try this pathway first, because I have a feeling the bridge is where we need to go. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
Portal 6-3! Anybody!
I should have crossed the bridge. Or maybe not. No, never mind. Yeah, this seems... Okay, so we need to cross the bridge then, like I thought. This is interesting.
This is where Portal 6-3 projected his image.
He was guarding this bridge.
But he's not
That
now.
has to mean something.
We'll move forward when you're ready, Commander.
Okay, let's go, team. Let's go. Everyone coming along? There's nothing to scan on the bridge. No, there isn't. Okay, everyone.
Follow me.
Let's see what else you can find.
Ends here.
What ends here?
Is it me, or did that path just disappear?
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
There's a whole bunch of explanations. Could be you've transported something there, could be some form of holodeck.
Tetrametric pulses.
Same energy as the other Takan technology.
Most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Worth a try.
Well, before we do that, look, holster that. Oh, fine. Apparently we're not allowed to holster that.
Nothing.
There's gotta be a weakness. Somewhere it isn't totally solid.
Well... it could be just about anywhere. Maybe the crystal
Whoa.
itself? Yep.
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them. I felt it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
The crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint.
Is he dying?
With me.
Okay, can we talk to people yet? No, not really. We can't go back that way. Okay, we'll just continue forward then. It's interesting to bring this part of Star Trek back after so long. I'd really like the Parasite storyline to be covered again at some stage.
Another dead end.
Because it went...
Or another illusion.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
I can't remember the name of that episode.
Duval to Resolute. Beam Crewman LaRue directly to medical.
Is he okay?
Yeah, the ones where they took over Starfleet Command.
Not all crystals work the same, it seems.
Don't fire your phasers at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Commander, I may be able to speed up the process.
You've got your
I
visor.
can now detect many different wavelengths of radiation simply by looking. The Takan radiation is unusual, so I can't quite clear it all up, but I was able to eliminate many of the non-tetrametric crystals. Your tricorder should warn you.
That's an enormous help. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's my honor.
She is... I like Bedrosian. Okay, what does that actually say? No tetrametric radiation detected. Do not discharge phaser at this crystal.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
This crystal may be creating the illusion that can be dispelled with a phaser blast. That one is not. Okay. Well, we're going to put that away in case there's, yeah, something like this.
More crystals. Need a way across.
Okay, what about here?
We don't have any data about what's below the surface on Delphi Ardu-4. And I don't feel a particularly strong urge to find out.
That's fair.
And that makes two of us. Looks like there used to be a bridge here.
That makes sense. Those are the same pillars we saw before.
Aside from the breathable atmosphere, this is a remarkably inhospitable planet. Traces indicate there was once living flora, but it's been dead so long it's practically turned to stone.
From what Portal told Riker, it was an outpost to defend the far edge of the Takan Empire.
Well, it's not that now. Now, it's a grave.
I'm loving this plotline. It is so Star Trek. Okay. Anything else to interact with before we go and shoot this thing? Any people to talk to? Yes, there are.
There's something alive beyond this wall. Based on the data from the Enterprise's records, it must be Portal 6-3.
I'll figure out how to get us past it.
I know you will.
Okay.
The biosignature is coming from this direction. I'm sure of it. But there's no getting through here.
There's always a way.
Okay, there used to be a bridge over in the other spot. There is a crystal there. Okay, can we see over there? Ah, I see. I can see a crystal emitting radiation at the center of that, so let's holster that. It's that one. No? No? Okay, never mind. Apparently we're not supposed to go over there yet. Maybe these crystals light up when they're useful, and until then they're not.
Commander!
Oh, bridge first, okay.
Look at that.
I was expecting the door first.
Trust, but verify.
Indeed.
Okay. Find more crystals giving off tetrametric radiation. I think, yeah, they're transporting these things into existence, much like, I think they're right, it is very holodeck-like, but I think that there's something else to it as well, and I'm not sure what yet.
I assume
Or
you've
if we'll
noticed the
even
bridge
find
we
out.
crossed to get here is no longer tangible.
Ah, bit of a problem.
If logic prevails, there's a way to get it back by finding the right crystal to phaser. I'm getting some faint tetrametric readings from inside that mountain.
Then I'll head over there.
And I'll stay here, in case the bridge decides to come back.
Okay. Yeah, nothing on any of these ones. It's just the one round the corner here. Right? This big glowy one? Yeah.
Good.
Tetrametric radiation. There we go. Nothing over there. Nope. Okay, let's go. Okay, so there's that way. There's also this cave-looking thing here, which I want to check out real quick. Okay. Not seeing anything so far. Yeah, we definitely have to take the other pathway. This is just to show you what there is there. There's nothing to interact with, so we'll go around the other way. And try and find more crystals. Because we need to talk to Portal 6-3. Our captain is so fixated on his own promotional path, he's willing to put all of Starfleet at risk. Like, I'm sorry, that is a terrible captain. Like, I get, you know, wanting to be promoted, wanting to be remembered, all of that. That's fine, but you don't, like, putting your own crew at risk is one thing. Use your tricorder to find the last crystal. Okay. There it is, over there somewhere. Oh, I see. Over there. Got it. Excellent.
Clear. Good work.
Let's go back and
make
go
sure it's
find
safe.
Portal 6-3. Oh, it just transitioned to us being back there. That's easy. Shall we enter and see if we can find? I assume Portal 6-3 is injured or something. We don't have a lot of time, so I think jogging is not the worst idea through here, but at the same time, caution. Caution is always a good thing.
Incredible.
That's a big crystal formation.
Plants here are actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No.
No. Not a match.
No, we're still looking for Portal 6-3 somewhere.
Tetrametric.
Then it's creating an illusion as well.
Based on the data we have so far.
Only one thing left to do.
Doctor, Be ready to beam us out if it turns out we're wrong.
Duval to Resolute. Lock transporter on away team.
Okay. Holster and fire.
Amazing.
Why did I say
Like this
holster?
in any Federation record.
The plans.
They're the illusion. Here's Portal 6-3, right?
Barbarians.
It's him.
How dare you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Fools.
Okay.
In another time, I would have destroyed you and your ship simply for setting foot in this place. Fortunately for you, that time has passed.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you.
Guardian. I am guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave. Now.
I'll cut right to it. The Takan have returned.
Returned? My people have come back? How can that be? I've been alone for so long. If it is true, how did they return?
Draconian technology made it possible. To enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death. We call it bioforming.
Not after physical
A group
death.
of Draconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
Scions of the Flame?
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Takan. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream. Beliefs that lesser life forms should serve as vessels to ensure Takan immortality. You want me to help you destroy them?
No.
That's why you've come. You want to destroy these scions.
There is a war looming that could engulf the quadrant. We want you to help us bring about peace before it gets to that point.
Peace always comes at a cost.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
What are you...
Well, transporter tech, like I thought. Ooh, that's pretty.
Where's my team?
They're safe where we left them.
Come find me.
That the scions have stolen the Cartabula is deeply concerning. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, Jedi Survivor.
Fair enough. I never gave you my name. Or did I? And I've forgotten. I don't remember giving you my name. So that's fascinating.
Your colleagues don't know what it means to be the last of one's kind.
No.
You and I are remnants of fallen civilizations. The Kobliad, the Takan. One dying, one dead. Our species could not be more different, but we both know the meaning of loss.
Yep.
The others wouldn't understand. It's beyond their ability to comprehend.
I see you're hurting, and I understand your pain. But pain shouldn't stop us from moving forward.
You do not understand me, nor the pain I feel for the loss of our once glorious empire.
Okay, I should not have elicited sympathy. Oh well. I have another chance here. What should I have said? Don't go for sympathy. Don't say, "Oh, you're hurting." No. Strength. Strength, we were told. I don't know why I chose that. It was a dumb decision.
Tell me, why spend your days away from your own people when so few of them are left? Why live your life working for this federation to which the Coblian do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority? It makes no sense. Not by my logic.
It's true, the Cobliad chose not to join the Federation when the offer was made. And I could have chosen to stay on my home planet, waiting for the next shipment of Diridium to arrive, biding my time and fearing for the worst. Instead, I chose to embrace the future, not fear it. Joining Starfleet gave me the opportunity not just to help my own people, but countless more. You told Riker you'd wait until you were needed. You're needed now. We need you.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula has fallen into...
Hang on. Portal 6-3 found Jara to be diplomatic, principled, and ambitious in their first meeting on Delphi Ardu 4.
The hands of the Scions. My services are not up for offer.
Okay. We need to get a little bit more, get a little bit more bold here in our conversations. That was the right choice, that second one. The first one apparently wasn't too bad because he didn't go negative on that one. He just didn't really have an effect at all.
To be chosen as a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Takan Empire. I left behind everything I know, and now you want me to turn against my own people. The betrayal of my oath, and everything I vowed to protect.
These aren't the Takan you knew. They're a facsimile. They're imposters. And they tarnish the Takan name.
We faced these questions in my time as well. What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science. But if these reborn Takan plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Takonian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own.
But at the expense of
And at
others.
the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit.
Well, that is a
Instead,
point.
It sounds as if you are reacting out of fear before you have a full understanding of what's at stake. I don't think you've given this full consideration. You may have more to gain than to lose.
You told me your people didn't use bioforming. That's because you knew it was wrong. Wrong to employ on an individual basis, and surely wrong on a galactic scale.
You are correct. The Takan did not use bioforming on a large scale. That the way these Scions are using it would not have been accepted when the Empire still stood. I'm curious to see these Scions masquerading as true Takan. So I will go with you, and we shall find them. But when we do, I will judge them myself as a guardian of the Takan.
Okay.
To understand their true intentions, for better or worse.
It's certainly your right to make your own decisions. I won't tell you otherwise.
Very well. I'll return you now.
Excellent. Okay, I think that went well. And when he pressed her on why she had come, he was struck by her reasoning and morality.
Commander!
Hold your fire. I'm all right. He's coming with us.
We assumed the worst.
Why?
He's perfectly fine. Now then, shall we?
All right. We can beam up your... Do you have any equipment or tools?
Nope. Just the spear.
Whoa.
This is all I need.
Away team +1, ready to beam up.
That's pretty cool. I'm liking this plotline. But yeah, the parasite things that took over Starfleet Command in that one episode, the end of it was incredibly graphic, and so I understand why they never followed it up in more Next Generation episodes. But it's a plotline I'd love to see fleshed out further. And for a little bit during third season of Picard, I thought they were going down that direction, and then they took another turn. But I won't spoil it in case you haven't seen it, because it was very
If one
good.
goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Makes this more difficult, though.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
Where are the engine schematics? Power flow routing charts.
We're soldiers, not engineers. I thought you would know what to do.
We understand how to operate it under normal conditions.
You're in good hands. We can do this.
I trust that you can.
You at least know where we should start?
This way.
Okay, let's sabotage your warp core, I guess. Upstairs, yep, apparently. Well, this is... okay. There's nothing to interact with on the way up here. You know, you could have just started us up here.
What are we dealing with?
Okay. The thermostatic sensor relays temperature signals to automated coolant valves. Okay, anything else to find here? One of 3 anomalies found. Oh, that one. 1 of 4 warp cores powering the Zeldi. Thermal output indicates each core alone could not sustain minimal warp, but harmonic infusion of at least 2 cores would produce an exponential increase in power. Okay. And this thing? Radiation-resistant casing protecting the warp cores matter antimatter reaction chamber. Okay.
Cores are running really hot. Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Hotari space.
No ship can run for very long like that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
It's right on the edge. We just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
I bet that console down there could tell us a few things.
Okay. Nothing to interact with up here. I'm just looking around to make sure. Oh, we could go down the ladder. We can also go down these stairs. I want to go down the ladder though, just in case there's something else to find down there. Well, that was... okay, that was impressive, my friend. That was very impressive. Why is this weirdly blue compared to everything else? Okay, never mind. Let's go down to this thing. To the console.
Whatever we do, we need to make sure the Takan can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warp core ejection. So the question is, how do we make it happen?
Okay, coolant system. Let's see, safety protocols. Reactor status, coolant system, computer lock. Okay, let's start with the coolants.
The reactor coolant system is operating at emergency containment levels.
It's just barely keeping the temperature in check.
Maybe we can use that. If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach imminent.
Okay.
Like we saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity.
Yep.
The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override. Cease matter, antimatter flow, command override. Emergency warp core ejection. Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good.
Okay.
Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant regulators, there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
I'll take the one next to it.
The second you two start dumping cores, the Takan will know we're here.
We'll be vulnerable. Stuck in one place while you work.
We will have to make a stand.
Start thinking about an escape plan. I have a feeling we're gonna need one.
We'll barricade the door. Work quickly.
Okay.
We might not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch.
Well, yeah, I guess so. It's not the best way to do this, but sure.
We better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom... Don't know how much damage that Cartabula will do if we accidentally crack it open.
There goes the galaxy.
Could be that bad.
We'll get it right.
Okay.
It's not a Starfleet warp core, but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
Okay, so first up is, yeah, cut a hole in this. Gee, the phaser has to be set pretty high to cut a hole in metal. In terms of what knowledge I have of Star Trek.
Time to heat things up.
I hope you turned that down a bit before you did that.
Warning. Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Just one more to go.
They're here.
Wow, they got here very fast.
We don't have much time.
Where's the third core?
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Okay, okay, incoming fire. Stay down while that marker's there. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, okay, that went badly. Let's try that again. Okay. Here they come, and then we pop up and we shoot them when we need to. Okay. Let's do this. Ow! No, 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 no! Well, they've done a lot of damage to my friends, haven't they? We're doing alright, we're not doing the greatest.
Finish!
We could have maybe saved a few more Illidians there, but we, you know, I wish it had gone a bit better.
Hey! Would you mind not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor?
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get the warp core done, or we're all dead.
Okay. Okay. Ow. There's another one. You can do it. Oh, they're going down.
Shoot! Now! Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Okay.
Warp drive disengaged.
Here we go.
Did it.
Get them out of there. Go, Elidians, go. Escape plan in act.
Another way out of here? I think so.
Oh, we're losing more Elidians. Quickly.
Itasca, can you climb?
That's not good.
I'll see you on the parade grounds of Sorella, my friend.
No. You come along too, thank you. Oh, I like Itasca. No! Was there a way we could have saved her if I'd shot better, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe that's scripted and there's no choice. And there's no way to save her there. I have no idea.
You want me? I'm right here.
Oh. I liked her. She was cool.
Not you too.
Calm yourself, child.
This is not a good fate.
We'll all be better soon.
Yeah.
Wake up, Manka Umet. Return to us.
Yep. Okay.
Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
You don't need to watch this.
When it rains,
I
it
do.
pours.
I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
As long as she's alive and her memories are still in there, there's still hope.
Hope is what you turn to when you have nothing left you can do. And there's still something I can do for Itasca. And I shall.
Well, I understand why you would feel that way, but I don't agree with you. Okay. Wait a second. Let's see what that was about. So, Major Arminta was thankful for Carter's determined leadership during the sabotage mission, especially after Itasca was captured. Lieutenant Itasca was thankful for Carter's empathy and understanding when she shared her guilt over the fellow soldiers they couldn't save aboard the Zeldy. But I think that's a great place to leave this episode. So thank you for joining me for this episode of Star Trek Resurgence. I am thrilled by their recreation of Star Trek with this. I really like that the faces change depending on how they're feeling about you. I think that's a really good way of doing it. But yeah, it's rather than giving a distinct value of how much they like or dislike you, having the face alter depending on how they feel about you is such a really good touch. It's I don't know how many sets of faces they've recorded to do this, but it's yeah, I think it's great. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure where this is going. I think we'll find a way to undo the damage, probably, but I'm not certain of that. But thank you for joining me. Have a good one. Be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and I will see you next time. Bye.